What's up, everybody? My name is Simon Goswami, and in this video, I'll be talking about what difficulties I am facing in class 11. Though it's only been 3 months, I'll be talking about what difficulties I'm facing in physics, maths, chemistry, computer science, English, and whatnot. And the second topic is gonna be what exams am I preparing for? And the third topic is how am I preparing for them? How much time do I give to them, what's my study plan, and some other extra things that you will get to see in the video. So, if I want to talk about what difficulties I am facing in the subjects, let me go from the best to the worst. The best being physics. I do struggle with physics in the sense that the concepts are hard to understand at first. But when you understand the concepts, the numerical is just a matter of practice. I do find circular kinematics quite difficult right now, but I think I'll get over it quite soon. So, if we talk about difficulties in maths, I have done a few chapters such as trigonometry, set relation functions, complex numbers, quadratic equation, sequence and series. The most I find troubling is trigonometry because it has a lot of identities and it basically doesn't have a rule that applies to most of the questions. All of the questions are unique in themselves. Yes, some questions have a pattern to them, but mostly, if you give an exam, the questions are pretty much random. So, what I am trying to do is practice trigonometry to the fullest I can. Try to remember the identities manually. I know that is really difficult and really hectic, but I am trying to do that. And as for the other chapters that I mentioned, they are pretty easy. Just open your book, ML Agarwal, RD Sharma, Cengage, whatever you like, practice the questions, and you'll be good to go. So let's talk about chemistry right now. So I myself face the most difficulty with chemistry because I'll give you a reason. Because chemistry in class 10 and chemistry in class 11 is pretty much a different subject. For maths and physics, I have something in common to bridge the gap between class 10, 11, 9, and 11, whatever it is. But for chemistry, what I've studied till class 10 is pretty much completely useless in class 11. Class 11, I learned about mole concept, I learned about the periodic table, I learned about the atomic structure, and those have a lot of formulas in them, atomic structure. And if we talk about mole concept, I think it's my fault that I struggle with them because I don't really practice them. As for chemical bonding and periodic table, I enjoy both of them. I'll give you that. I love studying chemical bonding. I think it's difficult, sure, but I think it's pretty interesting. It is better than mole concept and atomic structure. But I am performing the worst in chemistry. So I did say I was gonna go from best to worst, that is physics, maths, and chemistry, but I don't feel computer science challenging at all. If you study in class 11 and you are in a CBSE board, then your computer science syllabus is pretty minimal. So if you want to get a teacher, get a teacher. I think it's really helpful for me, so that I don't have to put a lot of time into computer science to understand the topics. If I already have to have a teacher that teaches me the topics and makes me understand them properly. And if you don't have a teacher, go to your school, sit in your class, try to learn what the teacher is saying because that is where the questions in the exam are going to be coming from. So that's about it for computer science. So, if we talk about what exams I am going to be appearing for in the future, those exams are going to be J Mains, J Advanced, WBJ, and exams from different colleges, colleges that conduct the specific exams such as VIT, such as ISER. And last but not the least, SAT, that is Scholarship Admission Test. Now let's talk about how I am going to be preparing for these exams. So if we talk about J Mains, J Advanced, WBJ, and specific tests for VIT and ISER, all of them have the same syllabus. So I don't think if you are preparing for J Mains and J Advanced, you need to prepare separately for the other exams. You will be naturally scoring good in those two. If we talk about how I am studying them, for physics, I am using a few books such as DC Pandey, Nutan. Those are the two books I am doing right now, with of course my CPPs and DPPs given by my tuition teacher. If we talk about maths, I am solving Emil Agarwal mainly. I am going to be studying RD Sharma or Sengage very soon, and again the assignments given by my assignments given by my tuition teacher. If we talk about chemistry, my chemistry teacher has provided me with modules of all the chapters with an NCRT summary. Though reading the NCRT for chemistry is really important, as well as for physics. So I think it's pretty easy if you think about it. But the amount of consistency, hard work, and grit you have to put in them makes it difficult. But the process in itself is really simple, but we just don't like to put in the hard work. Same goes for me too. I do procrastinate a lot, and I also do have a problem with spending my time wisely. So now let's talk about SAT, which stands for Scholarship Admission Test. So SAT is conducted 5 times in a year in India, and it is conducted every month in the USA. So the SAT is divided into two parts, which is English and Maths. I think the Maths part is going to be fine. If we compare it to the J syllabus, it's really easy. Now let's talk about English. I am preparing for English because it is what I struggle with and most Indian students struggle with. Because in India, we don't really understand or learn grammar. We just do what feels right and what sounds right. But I don't think that intuition is gonna be really helpful in an exam where English is a major part of the exam. So I am starting to study English from different websites, mainly being Khan Academy and a few other websites that I will be showing right here. So that's about it for the SATs. I think so. This is the last part of the video, and I just want to show you a few things. The first being some books that I bought or people bought me. So this is the first book. It is The Life of Swami Vivekananda. My father bought me this book. The second is Why Am I an Atheist? This was written by Bhagat Singh. And third, and my favorite, The Story of Philosophy. This was uh, gifted to me by a person, and that's all for books at least. Now, let me show you two flavors of Monster that I tried recently. The first being Chaotic. I will give this a solid 6.5 out of 10. If you have the money and want to try something new, go for it. But if you want to have an actual nice drink and just don't want to review a new monster, then don't go for this. And the second is Full Throttle. I will give this a solid 8.5 out of 10, almost a 9. I really enjoyed this. Please give this a try. Both of them are 500 ml, 350 each. I didn't buy this. This was gifted to me by my mother, and this was gifted to me by my mother too. Uh, Uh, okay, so that's about it. And I also bought a little study clock. It's 2:42 in the morning right now. I will be going to sleep. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope I didn't bore you guys. Bye bye.